We are on Oasis of the Seas in an accessible room for my wife Stacy, who has a fractured femur. And this is her first time using a scooter. This is our last night on the ship. She wanted to show you room 6149 and how she does this all on her own. I would normally hold the door for her and do all this, but she wants to show that it can be done. Here we go. They give you a very spacious room. She parks her scooter over there in the corner every night, charges it up. There's an outlet that we plug everything into. So Stace, using the scooter for the first time, what did you think?
Interesting.
Interesting.
People sometimes don't see you because you're much lower than everybody else.
She's down there.
Yep. So that's been a little bit of a challenge. There are modes, the turtle mode and the bunny mode.
Oh, let's see that. You have a turbo and a turtle mode and a bunny mode.
I tend to
Somewhere
keep
in
it
the
like halfway in the middle, unless I'm in the hallway all by myself, and I put on bunny mode and just have at it.
Yeah.
Nice, pretty easy to operate. Does have a little horn. People don't pay attention to it, so I didn't really use it. My husband used it more than I did.
It doesn't beep when you back up, which I thought it would kind of go beep beep,
Right.
like to let people know you're backing up, and it doesn't. Now that chair is really nice because it does swivel.
Yes.
So there's a little side knob that she grabs, almost like an
Right
office chair.
Yep.
And she can swivel that around.
It
A few
locks
times.
there, locks there, and then of course straight ahead.
Straight ahead. Now, a few times we were able to go to the main dining room and get a table where they moved the chair, and Stacy was able to stay in the scooter and just turn that seat to swivel it.
Yes.
So that works pretty good. Now, in the handicap accessible room, of course, your pathway from the bed all the way over to the wall is very wide, very spacious, very easy to get that scooter in and to turn around. Get a little more room over here as well. You've got your little, I don't know if that's a sofa bed or just a sofa.
It's a sofa bed.
Sofa bed. We've got our two beds together as a queen, I guess you'd call that.
King.
Yeah. Now, next to the nightstand, which is important for me, you have an outlet for my CPAP, and that makes things real easy. You've got a lot of lights. There is not one on the other side. There's no outlet. However, we just asked for an extension cord. They gave us an extension cord that we were able to run over, plug phones in so she could plug a phone in and whatnot. Now, this is our last night. We are about to put the luggage out in the hallway, go to bed, and wake up in the morning and get off the ship. But we did want to show you the room and basically the features of the room for a handicap accessible.
Let me give you a complaint.
What's your complaint?
My complaint is, for ladies, the outlets do not accommodate the hair dryer or any of your other styling utensils.
Well, there's not a lot of room on these particular outlets. There's a mirror and a counter. So when you try and plug into these three sockets, and this one's the European one, we actually have a European adapter too, but the width here, the height, you know how you have a GFCI or whatever on a hair dryer, barely fits in there. You have to really jam it, that's all.
It works.
It works. You can make it work. This is the hair dryer they give you, by the way. You just have to really wank that cord in there.
That's about as far as you're going to get it.
And her little hair utensil has a fatter one, and that European one we have that's supposed to go in the round one barely fits. I had to like really jam it in there, but it did work. Gotta say it did work. Now, you've got a little fridge. Here, let me back this out so you can see. You've got a nice little fridge. It'll hold quite a bit. You've got waters and a pop in there still. And you've got a couple big drawers. Very big, very deep drawers. And there's your hair dryer. On this side, you've got a cabinet. Kind of short shelves, but they still totally serve function. And underneath, you also have a smaller underneath cabinet. Now, if you move this chair for the vanity, it's very clear. So if you're in a chair or something, you can pull right up and put your legs and your knees right up under there. No problem. Let's see. And of course, you got your big mirror here. Nice, pretty artwork. And at nighttime, we can turn these side lights on, or we can turn the side lights off. I don't know how to get, oh, there it is underneath. We can turn them off, and for night light, we can leave that one picture over there on, and that actually just gives you enough to see at night if you need to get up. If we turn that little one off right here, it gets even better, but it still gives you enough light for, let's see, get the lights back on, Bill. Okay, so here's your closet. Lots of very deep closet. I mean, that's getting all the way to my elbow. You got lots of container room, and your safe is lower, so it's easier to access if you're in a chair. Now these bags are all going out in the hallway in a few minutes. Lots of hangers, and they of course asked us immediately, did we need more hangers? And we don't. But yeah, I think we have probably, I don't know, 10 of them or so. The rack with the pull down bar, so you can pull these down if you're in a chair and you can't reach the higher up. Those are great. And there's a lot of room in here. I mean, with these bags out here, there's tons of room. Let's see. Over here, we just got your temperature, your main bathroom light. Turn that on. Very wide door, very easy to get into with the chair. Could even come in here with the scooter with no problem. Towel racks are low, hooks are low. You've got upper towel racks as well. Got a nice big mirror. Some storage up here, they're very deep. Lots of room. You got a baby drawer, it's so cute. I don't know what you put in there, but something. Makeup, Stacy says. Underneath, you got all kinds of room for a little bit more stuff down in there. Extra toilet paper. Now, under your sink, you've got plenty of room for your chair. You've even got a pad there so you don't hurt yourself. But that's well designed and well thought out. Kind of a shallow sink, but it works. In the bathroom, you've got a little seat that you can also put up. Pretty much everything's low, so you can put your like little loofahs or something hanging, little basket in the corner. Now the shower is weird. Got this bar, turns your water on. See how it came out here. Next thing you know, you got this, makes it come out of the handle. Now it's coming out of the handle. You come up here, there's another valve. You turn that valve, it stops coming out of the handle, it starts coming out of the ceiling. Took a little bit of getting used to. This also has what I call a turbo feature watch. Kill bugs, kill raid. I don't know. It works pretty good. Very nice. This will get you a little extra heat. If you turn it, it'll make it go a little bit warmer. You push this little thing and you turn that, and you can make it a little cooler or a little hotter. All the way hot, it's pretty hot. And then of course, right back out of the bottom if you want. That swivels as well. And this handle is great, it'll reach all over. And your floor drains, everything goes straight to the corner drains. We've got that nice curtain, very easy to work. Just kind of comes down around the drain. Very easy, and me being as tall as I am, I'm kind of bigger and taller. I have no problem in this shower. My head just clears this. I'm 6'5.5". So yeah, almost touching that, but it didn't hurt me or anything. And you could always stand over here and use the handle on. So you've got your safety cord that I don't want to pull in case you need help. And there's a phone right here with all the info to call people or wherever you need help or whatnot. Of course, the toilet, very easy. A couple of good, strong, sturdy bars here to help you. So yeah, very happy with the room. What do you think, Stace?
Very nice.
Very nice?
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, this is our first experience. You've got a full mirror, floor to ceiling. So you can see yourself and get ready and whatnot. More low hangers and little places to put shoes or anything you want. Lanyards for your CPAS or whatever. But very nice room. A whole lot more room than a standard room,
Yes.
I would say. And with you having the scooter, very helpful to definitely have that. So what do? You give it a thumbs up?
Give it a thumbs up.
What'd you think of Oasis of the Seas?
I liked it. Very
Yeah.
comparable to Allure of the Seas, which is the sister ship, and that's one of our favorite ships.
Yeah.
So we've been pretty happy with the Oasis, and we booked it for next year for our 30th anniversary.
Yep, we'll be back on here next November in 2024 for 2 weeks that time
Yes.
for our anniversary. And hopefully we won't need the handicap room and you won't have any knee issues.
Hopefully not.
Surgery next week after we get home.
Yes.
And hopefully all better. Well, anyway, we hope this little room tour helped you on the accessible rooms of Oasis of the Seas. Location of this was great. As soon as we came out, we are on the front of the ship.
Correct.
As soon as we came out of our room, we'd be right by the vitality spot in the elevators.
Mm-hmm.
The only weird thing is you can't get across the ship on deck 6. You have to go down to deck 5 and go over.
Correct.
It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
So maybe you could run the hall all the way down. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
I don't know. No, you could run the hall.
I guess you can. I don't know.
Yeah.
We haven't done that.
Yeah. But anyway, we liked the room. Everything was good about it. I wouldn't say there was many negatives. A couple times it was hard to get in and out of the elevators, but a lot of times people were pretty cool and let you right in or held the door for you.
Yes.
So,
and if you are solo or just you and your companion in the elevator, you can do a full turnaround. So that way you go in, turn around, and then when the elevator opens, you're going out versus having to back out. That's a huge, huge benefit for you. So that way you don't run anybody over.
Yeah, she didn't like having to back up.
No.
Into the elevator or back out of the elevator. So if it was empty, we took that opportunity for her to go in, do a little circle, and come back around, face out.
Yeah.
And it worked out pretty well.
The other thing that we did often is, didn't matter if we were going up or down, if the elevator was empty, we were taking a little bit extra ride either up or down to get to the floor we wanted to. Again, just so that it was easier to get myself in and turned around, ready to just wheel out of the elevator.
Yeah. But overall, we never ran out of battery power.
No.
We did the special needs at sea.
Yes.
Rented the little scooter for them, and it was here in the room waiting for us.
It was.
When we got on the ship, I came up to the room and just grabbed the scooter and brought it down for her. So she didn't have to stand there or sit in a chair all day. You were able to be mobile immediately.
Yes,
And,
that was very helpful. And I did. You can take it out if you do an excursion. You can take it out for the ports. You have to get up to get over the hump because it's quite a steep hump and it's pretty steep going down. So the staff have been really great on helping you. If you're going down, they're holding you.
Helping you.
So that you're not just
free falling.
Exactly. It's a little scary the first time, but they're great with pushing you up the ramp or holding you back so you don't fly down the ramp.
Don't be scared. If you're solo and in a chair, they will help you. Certainly speak up and ask or say, hey, can I take this off? There were somewhere, where were we, that they recommended you didn't take it out because of too much sand. It was Coco Cay, wasn't it?
Coco Cay.
But we actually realized that we could go right off the plank and go a little to the left, and there were some wonderful hammock areas and stuff where we could park that on flat, hard ground, and with a little cane that we have, help her to a hammock and enjoy that afternoon.
Yes.
So, there's ways around it.
When you get to Coco Cay, they do have the beach wheelchairs, which are the big inflatable.
Those are cute.
Yeah, so you can still access the beach. For me, it was not a great day when we got there. It wasn't a perfect day at Coco Cay. We had lots of thunderstorms and we got caught in the rain. Worse things have happened. But, you definitely can get out there and do it. Don't be afraid to use the scooter. Like I said, the biggest thing, it's very mobile, so that was extremely nice. Bill didn't want to do everything that I wanted to do. I like to head out and sit in the sun on the deck, and it was very easy to go ahead and do that on my own. Probably one of the other things, because I'm not very tall anyway, I'm only 5'5", when you're sitting in the chair and you want to go up to the bar to get a drink, you kind of have to be a little bit more vocal or hope somebody that's standing there
you wave your card
is your
in the air.
advocate for you. Yeah.
You wave your card in the air and they see your card waving and then they go, oh, Miss Stacy, what can I do for you?
Exactly. So I tended to go to the same
places.
ones so that they knew what I was drinking, which was pina colada mocktails. Um, and water, but they knew what I was drinking, so they paid attention for me, which was nice.
And there was a really nice little bar in the Vitality Spa, which is right around the corner from us. So she
Yes.
could get an orange juice, an apple juice, a
Hot
fruit
chocolate.
smoothie, hot chocolate. She had
Power
the beverage
drinks, yeah.
package, just a basic beverage, no alcohol or anything like
Correct.
that. But that was well worth it for you because you drink a lot of those mocktails and
Yep.
and little
And then
extra
you can
drinks.
ask for cans of soda.
It's easier for her with the scooter than trying to carry.
Right. Sitting in, if you're trying to get a drink, a Coke or a Pepsi from the machine,
Mm-hmm.
not tall enough to reach it.
Yeah,
So
the
again,
machine
you'd have
didn't
to
work for her.
be hopeful that somebody was there and willing to help you, which some people were great with it. Other people wanted nothing to do with it. But I learned real quick that I could go to the bar and say, may I have a can of Coke? Or a can of,
And then
Diet
she'd
Coke,
take
whatever.
that where she was going, and then she'd open it there.
Right, so that way I didn't spill it. I spilled a couple drinks when I first started. But, if you just ask for the can of Coke with the beverage package, the refreshment package is what I had. So you can get a can of Coke, you can get a bottle of water, you can get the mocktails, you can get the Powerades.
Even Red Bull at the Vitality
Red
Spa.
Bull, yeah. So there's a lot that's included in it that people had no idea that was included. Your premium coffees. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I did like the fresh squeezed orange juice
in the mornings.
When we went to the main dining for breakfast.
Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed seeing the room and maybe a little less of a daunting situation if you're considering traveling in a chair and doing an accessible room for the first time. Stacy was very nervous. She did not want to book the scooter, but I did it. And I did it because I wanted us to not miss this vacation.
Right.
There's no way you could have got around the ship without that scooter. And what's funny is the battery really never went down hardly even.
I never got down to even half, even when I went out on port.
Yeah.
And tootled around Labadee, same thing for Jamaica. Everything was absolutely fine.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be too worried about or scared about that little scooter. It was really handy and certainly kept us from having to cancel this cruise. So if you are interested in an accessible room and or scooter use, leave a comment and we will try and answer any questions you have. Thanks.